So, do you struggle to keep your bedding together in a set? Perhaps you find one piece here and one piece there. Well, today I'm going to show you how you can fold your entire set of bedding, so pillows, sheets, and duvet covers into one nice little bundle that's held together. It's compact, it saves space, and you don't need to rummage around for these pieces. So I'm going to do this with a fitted sheet here first of all. If you have a regular sheet, that works totally fine too. You can just follow the same instructions, fold over. But yeah, fitted sheets are most difficult ones. So you can probably do this on your actual bed, but since I'm recording this here, I'm going to do it on the table. So what we want to do first of all is lay the sheet down flat with the side with elastic band facing upwards towards us. And then we're going to find all four corners there, locate where they actually are. So stretch it out nicely. What we're going to do next here is that we're going to go from one of the long sides here, and we're going to take both our hands. So first, we're going to wring one side of the sheet inside out as we find the corner, and then we repeat on the other side. So now we have two sides that are inside out in our hands, and we're going to push them in towards the corners on the opposite side essentially. So just take your time to locate them. They're actually quite close to the actual opening, so it shouldn't take too long. So there we go. So here's the next step. That's kind of important. We need to lift this up and just shake it a little bit. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. That's why I'm so calm and relaxed today. A little bit tired. I've been recording so much lately. So as we lay it down here, you can see we have everything laid out nice and flat, and we essentially have two of the corners here under control now. And what we want to do here next is that we repeat this process. We're taking our hand inside one of these two corners that are folded over. And since they're both lined up now, we just flip inside out. So it's the same as the last step, only that now we have two corners inside out in one hand, and we're going to put those inside the remaining corner underneath here. So in we go, like this. This one you want to take a little bit more time with adjusting, so just take your time and make sure that everything lines up nicely. You can shake it around a little bit, but be careful as you shake it at this stage. So let's just line everything up nicely. For most sheets, these aren't going to be exactly even, and that's totally cool. The most important thing is that everything is lined up nicely inside. So especially until you get to know your sheets, this is actually a brand new one. Just take your time so that everything is like pushed into the edges, in the corners, like this. And this is actually how this sheet looks now, and this is totally fine, because the next thing that we want to do here is split this sheet into three parts from the long sides in, once in. So the goal that we want to achieve here is essentially to make a straight line. So on the other side as well. And the next thing that we're going to do here is that we're going to split the fitted sheet into four sections from top to bottom. And we can let's fold the area with the fitted sheet down first. So about 1/4 the length. Repeat on the other side with this edge that sticks up. So these should meet in the middle here. And from here, it's as simple as folding this part over like that. And now we have the fitted sheet nice and folded. So we're going to move on to doing the pillowcases here next. I have two very standard sized pillowcases here. The goal of this is that we make the pillowcases the same size as the actual fitted sheet now. So this is a 140 one, that's why it's this size. Obviously, if you have 180, it's going to be a tiny bit wider, but it is totally fine. Don't worry about it. So what I want to do here, I think we fold it in half from top to bottom once, and split it in half from top to bottom again. So like that, that should fit. Yeah, it's like almost exactly the same size here. So like that, we split it in the middle, top to bottom, lift it up and give it a shake. And we fold it over one more time from side to side like that. So if it's not an exact match, that's totally fine as well. Try to get it a little bit similar. It's better if it's a little bit smaller of a pillow fold than that the actual bedding is smaller. But let's move on to doing the big duvet sheet here first, next. And that is what we're going to use to fold everything into. So for now, I'm just going to place these other to the side, and I probably need to stand up for this for a tiny bit as well, I think. Brand new sheets, and then I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I've been looking so much forward to testing out this sheet. I got them for Christmas. I've actually been waiting to use them because I wanted to make this video for you guys. everything I do for you guys. And I love sheets too. All right, so let me just stand up here for a moment. So this is my bed sheet. This is like a double-sized one. So what I'm going to do in order to do that is simply find both of the corners on one side, and then I'm going to work my way down along the entire sheet here until I find the other side with the corners. And I'm just going to stretch out my hands, and I realize that this won't work if you're not as big as me. So what's better for you to do in that case is just lay it down on the bed and fold it over in half that way. Alternatively, you could lay it down on the floor as well. Anyway, from here, what we're going to do is that we're going to do that one more time. We're going to take the four corners and we're going to match them. So this time I'm doing it from top to bottom instead of from the side to the other side, like that. And now we're ready to return to the table. I can sit back down. Woohoo! All right, so we're finally back here at the table with our beautiful bed, what's it called in English? Duvet covers laid down flat. So what I've done here is that I've placed the long side along my table here. You should do the same on your bed or wherever you're doing this. And then we're going to take that long side and we're going to fold it in about 1/3 the width of the shorter side. So in 1/3 like that. So now you can see here that it makes a lot of sense for us to do that one more time on the other side. Yes, we're going to take the other side and we're going to completely overlap that first side that we folded up like so. And just take your time and straighten everything out. Make it look nice so that it doesn't come out all wrinkled, since you're taking so much time to make it beautiful like this, right? So here comes the cool part. Now we're going to get our pillowcases as well as our fitted sheet or regular sheet back out. And I'm going to place it on top here in the middle. And as you can see, ta-da, it fits perfectly here. If you have like a 180, it might slightly stick out, but I don't think it will. But don't worry about that. What we're going to do here next is that we're going to split this into 3 parts, which fits perfectly. We fold over 1/3 on one side. And here's the thing that's going to hold this thing together now. We're going to lift up this top layers. You can do, how many is it? 2 layers of duvet covers here, and then we're going to stuff this other end inside. So take your time with this if it's your first time. The most important thing is that you get the corners in all the way to the other side. This and that, and that's going to really hold it together here. You can adjust it a little bit, straighten it out, make sure it doesn't wrinkle inside there either, like that and that and that. And here we go, a beautifully folded set of bedding. This holds together really nicely. It's going to fit perfectly inside your closets, on drawers, or inside whatever storage space you like to keep your bedding. I am going to unravel this and put it on my bed, so I at least get to try it one time before I go on vacation tomorrow. I don't think you're going to notice it in the videos though, because you may. But if there is a stop of videos for a couple of weeks now, that is because I'm on vacation. Anyway, if you like this video, this channel is all about folding and organizing clothes, so you can consider subscribing. I have some other cool videos here that you can check out. I have one that's pretty cool on like how to fold sheets by yourself, standing up. I have one on how to fold your pillowcases into different shapes. There is a lot on this channel. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.